Building Courage the Stoic Way. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy rooted in practical wisdom, teaches us that courage is a core virtue, a trait essential to a fulfilling, resilient, and meaningful life. For Stoics, courage is more than just bravery in the face of physical danger. It's a steadfast commitment to face the challenges, uncertainties, and fears that arise in everyday life with integrity, resilience, and mental clarity. In this exploration of courage through a Stoic lens, we'll dive deep into how Stoic teachings can guide us in building inner strength, embracing adversity, and maintaining composure amidst life's trials. The Stoic concept of courage. In Stoic philosophy, courage is one of the four central virtues, alongside wisdom, justice, and temperance. Courage, for the Stoics, is about understanding that fear, pain, and discomfort are part of life and that we must face them without being paralyzed or overwhelmed. Unlike fleeting bravery or reckless daring, Stoic courage involves a steady resolve and a grounded approach to life's obstacles. It calls for consistency in actions, clarity in choices, and an unwavering dedication to what is good and right, regardless of external circumstances. The Stoics saw courage as the strength to endure difficulties, make morally correct choices, and accept what is outside of our control. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most well-known Stoic philosophers, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This idea encapsulates the essence of Stoic courage. We cannot control the world around us, but we can choose how we respond to it. Facing fear. Understanding what we can and cannot control. One of the foundational teachings of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, which divides our experiences into two categories: what we can control and what we cannot. According to the Stoics, we can control our thoughts, intentions, actions, and reactions, while everything else, external events, other people's opinions, natural disasters, is beyond our control. Courage, in the Stoic sense, is recognizing this distinction and letting go of the things we cannot change. This principle of control is particularly helpful in building courage, as it allows us to focus our energy on our responses rather than wasting time worrying about things we cannot influence. This distinction empowers us to face our fears by concentrating on our internal resources, our character, our decisions, and our perspectives, rather than being overwhelmed by external factors. Through understanding this dichotomy, we begin to cultivate an unshakable resilience and clarity of mind. Training the mind for resilience. For the Stoics, courage was not an innate quality but something that could be cultivated through consistent training. The Stoics practiced a series of mental exercises to prepare themselves for adversity. Seneca, another prominent Stoic, encouraged the practice of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This exercise involves imagining possible future hardships to become mentally prepared for them. The aim is not to dwell in pessimism, but to remove the shock and fear that often come with unexpected challenges. Visualizing potential difficulties can help us become more resilient and less reactive. By mentally confronting situations like loss, criticism, or failure, we can build our tolerance for discomfort and train ourselves to remain calm when difficulties actually arise. This mental fortification gives us the courage to act thoughtfully rather than impulsively, even in situations that might normally trigger fear or hesitation. Accepting adversity as part of growth. The Stoics believed that courage was developed through encountering and accepting hardship as part of life. Epictetus, a former slave turned Stoic philosopher, viewed challenges as opportunities for self-improvement. He famously said, "Difficulties are things that show what men are." For Stoics, adversity is a testing ground for one's character, a chance to build resilience, develop inner strength, and deepen one's understanding of what truly matters. When we embrace hardship as an essential component of growth, we are less likely to avoid challenging situations out of fear. Instead, we can approach them with the mindset of a warrior in training, recognizing that each hardship, no matter how painful or exhausting, is a stepping stone toward greater inner strength. This mindset shift is a hallmark of Stoic courage, as it teaches us to see value and potential in every struggle we encounter. living with purpose and integrity. Courage, according to Stoic philosophy, is deeply linked to living a life of purpose and integrity. For the Stoics, the ultimate goal of life was to live in accordance with nature, which meant acting in alignment with reason, justice, and the greater good. Courage involves a commitment to one's principles even when it is uncomfortable or difficult to do so. Living with integrity often requires saying no to temptations, shortcuts, or popular opinions that conflict with our values. It may also involve standing up for what we believe in, even if it means facing criticism or opposition. The courage to act ethically and honestly, despite potential negative consequences, is a core aspect of Stoic bravery. This dedication to moral character cultivates a deep sense of self-respect and inner peace, as we come to know that our actions reflect our true values. Practicing detachment from outcomes. One of the reasons people often lack courage is due to an attachment to specific outcomes. Fear of failure, rejection, or disappointment can make us hesitant to take risks or confront uncomfortable situations. The Stoics taught that in order to live courageously, we must detach from specific results and focus instead on doing our best in each moment. This practice of detachment doesn't mean indifference. Rather, it's an understanding that we cannot control how situations unfold, only how we approach them. By releasing our need for a particular outcome, we free ourselves from anxiety and fear. This shift in perspective allows us to act boldly and with courage, knowing that whatever happens is ultimately beyond our control. What matters, according to Stoicism, is the effort and intention we put forth. The courage to face mortality. Another key aspect of Stoic courage is the acceptance of our own mortality. The Stoics regularly contemplated death, not as a morbid practice, but as a way to remind themselves of life's transience and the importance of living fully. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." For the Stoics, courage involves acknowledging the impermanence of life and using that awareness to inspire meaningful action. Contemplating mortality can help us focus on what truly matters and avoid getting caught up in trivial pursuits. By accepting the inevitability of death, we are encouraged to act with purpose and resolve, making courageous choices that align with our deepest values rather than letting fear hold us back. Daily practices to cultivate Stoic courage. To develop and maintain courage in daily life, the Stoics practiced several routines. Journaling. Writing down reflections each day allows us to analyze our thoughts, actions, and areas of improvement, reinforcing our commitment to courage. Silence and reflection. Spending time in silence helps cultivate inner strength, providing clarity and confidence to face challenges. Mindfulness and awareness. Staying mindful of our thoughts and emotions helps us respond calmly to difficult situations rather than react impulsively. Acts of kindness and justice. Stoic courage includes standing up for others and promoting fairness, which builds both personal and communal strength. Through these practices, we can develop a courageous mindset, reinforcing our ability to handle whatever life presents. Embodying courage every day. In the Stoic worldview, courage is not a one-time act of heroism. It is a lifestyle. Stoic courage is the resolve to live with integrity, resilience, and purpose despite the inevitable hardships that life presents. It is the decision to face our fears, embrace uncertainty, and act in accordance with our values even when it is difficult. By adopting the teachings and practices of Stoicism, we can cultivate a courageous spirit that enables us to handle life's challenges with wisdom and grace. Stoic courage isn't about ignoring fear. It's about understanding it and moving forward regardless.